and so I have to drag you to go see certain things. And I really liked it. I was surprised that I actually liked it. And you
I too was surprised that you liked it.
And you hated it. I think you chuckled at like a few parts.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple of like throwaway gags that, when you're you're texting with somebody, you're slacking at work and you type LOL, but really it's just like an exhale from your nose. Like that was the Barbie movie.
For you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at the high points.
I mean,
and it was more low points than high points.
It was, if I was to follow the conversation that's around this movie, or one of them, I would say it's because you're a man, but with the battle of the sexes. Did you know people are breaking up over this movie?
I mean, it's probably better for everyone involved. I mean, if this is the level your relationship is at, that the Barbie movie is destroying your relationship, then I dare say you may not have had one to begin with.
I think you have other problems if a movie is. But back to the movie. I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Spoil it. It's got $1 billion globally.
I know.
We're there.
But
we're there.
I know there's spoilers
ahead, everybody. I'm just getting it out of the way. Spoilers.
But I thought it was great. I thought the first 30 minutes there in Barbie Land was really cool because they took the aesthetic of Barbie, right? Everything's pink and great. But what I really liked was the small details of when she's making her food, she's like pretending to eat, but it's like plastic food. When she's showering, it's not actual water coming out, but she's like pretending to shower and stuff. The whole visual of Barbie Land is just brought me back to when I was a little girl and playing with Barbies. And I thought it was fantastic.
Well, I will say, out of all the negatives I felt about this movie, I will really say that I feel the set design and the costuming was
on par.
Great. It was
great. Yeah. And I liked
I won't argue that at
all the throwbacks of the different clothing lines like they released for Barbie and Ken, and how some of them were kind of highlighted and the different Kens and the different Barbies.
Well, I like how sometimes when they'd point them out, they'd like do like a freeze frame like it was the old Barbie commercial. Like that was kind of entertaining. And I'm a sucker for good ad work.
When we went to go see this movie, I thought everything was going to take place in Barbie Land. So
didn't it though?
It didn't though.
Didn't it?
I mean, I didn't realize like the real world was going to be a crucial part of this movie, that Barbie was going to leave the real world.
I don't think the director did either.
Barbie Land. True. I was talking to somebody, they think it might have been two movies initially that they kind of spliced together, like two different scripts because it was an initial script, I think, with Amy Schumer, and then it got rewritten.
So you're saying it was supposed to be Barbie Reloaded and Barbie Revolution?
Sure. I know you didn't like this movie. You're just taking shots at it left and right. You liked Ken. I thought
No, I didn't.
You didn't really like Ken. I thought you did.
No.
Ryan Gosling as Ken was pretty on.
People love Ryan Gosling. Really, I don't get it.
Really?
I
don't get it either, because I think The Notebook is what. No, yeah. I'm not who am I wearing on my chest right now? I would be wearing a Ryan Gosling t-shirt if I was into Ryan Gosling. No, I don't get it. My sisters really like The Notebook. That's what a lot of people know him from, in La La Land, which I didn't see either. I know he was young Hercules too, as well.
Was he?
Yeah. See, nobody remembers that.
Did forget that.
Yeah. But I never really. I think he's a good actor. I don't understand the appeal either, but I thought he played Ken really, really well. I thought he was perfect in it.
Random aside, he wants to play Ghost Rider. I think that's a weird pick, but we should go back to Barbie. I just wanted to throw that out there.
That is a weird pick, but I kind of like it. At the same time, I can see it. Dude worked out to play Ken. Holy cow.
Yeah, I listen, again, there's a lot of things I could say about that movie, but Ryan Gosling did put some work into his workout for that film. That is for sure.
That's true. Yeah. Didn't I tell you about that?
You're reminiscing a little hard there.
He hired what was it? Bagpipes to come.
So
like the set.
It was like day one on set. He hired bagpipers, and didn't he like do the speech from Braveheart or something?
Yes, to like rah. I was like, yeah. After watching that movie, it's appropriate.
And then more recently, he sent a flash mob to Greta Gerwig for her birthday to do the Ken dance and song.
Yes, I am Ken. I thought a lot of people, I think, overreacted a little bit to this movie. I get it. There are some quote unquote woke parts. Oh, I can do this on camera. Woke parts.
You don't have to say air quotes anymore. You can
I don't have to do it. Yeah. Woke parts to it. Yes. But Barbie has always been a feminist kind of like, hey, I don't have to be a wife barefoot in the kitchen. I can be an astronaut. I can be a doctor, kind of rah-rah thing. And Barbie's kind of always been like that. So I did not expect going in that there weren't going to be feminist qualities to this movie. Did what's her name?
America Ferrera
go on a is it Twitter? Oh, it's not Twitter anymore. Whatever. Thread about all the issues women have ever gone through in the history of being a woman. Sure. Did it get a little overblown? Yeah. But I really thought I thought from start to finish, it was a great storytelling of choosing Barbie chooses the real world at the end because of the whole idea of motherhood and having children, and that being like the ideal thing women, find the most gratitude from. Now, women, if you don't want to have kids, you can't have kids. I get it. But I feel like it was a great journey to the point of hey, the best thing in life you can do is actually pass down things to your daughter back and forth. And that's what I really liked about it. Made me cry. It made me remember my own mom. Had me really good memories of me and my sisters always getting Barbies and stuff. So I think people slightly might have overreacted to it. Just a teeny
I don't know. I feel like that message is there, but most people, no offense, are really fishing to make that the main details in the movie when it's really not. And you could almost say this could have been a Quentin Tarantino film by the level of feet in it.
That was pretty cool, though. I believe Margot Robbie did the whole practice to get her up on her toes kind of deal.
I'm sure it was a lot of work to practice standing on your toes.
Hey, maybe Greta's got a foot fetish. I don't knock people. What you're into, whatever, man. Feet. If it doesn't hurt anybody, go for it. Hey, maybe Tarantino was a backer. We don't know. He's like, listen, I'm going to be an anonymous backer to this movie, but you have to put a ton of Barbie feet in this movie.
He was the principal photographer.
Hey, you don't know. Hey, don't know. But I will say one thing about this movie. The one thing that could be removed from this movie is what's his face that they made a big deal about him being in it.
Will Ferrell?
Oh, well, yeah, that too. But